Okay, so I know you asked this question respectfully and I appreciate it. And I'm sure that there are a lot of people wondering the same thing. So I do want to answer this question. There's almost 600,000 of you here that didn't know my content before. My content before was exposing corporations, mainly Chili's and DoorDash. And I have playlists exposing their abusive and exploitative work practices to their employees. And I used to get attacked a lot for going after them because nobody was seeing what I was seeing. So I was putting together all this evidence and showing everybody, like, this is what Chili's is doing to abuse their employees. This is what DoorDash is doing to abuse independent contractors, which aren't really independent contractors when you still have to follow all their rules. And so I was going after these companies and I used to get attacked and people used to tell me, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Shut the fuck up. Da, da, da. And I kept fighting. People were telling me that I was going to get sued, that I needed to stop talking about it. And I never backed down because I knew that I was right. I also went after a creator on here who has almost 1 million followers and is grooming children. And I have all of the evidence on my highlighted stories on Instagram if you want to go see them. And this guy got away with a lot because nobody was seeing his content because he was gearing it towards children. So when I found his account, I started exposing him and I had people that were going against me that were on his side, but I had a lot of people on my side. And I ended up reporting him to the FBI and the internet crime against children. And it turns out that he was apparently allegedly messaging a 13-year-old. So there is a case open against. Now, all of this stuff was brought to me. I didn't go searching for this stuff. This information all has been like brought to me by higher sources. So when I have all that stuff that I'm like exposing things before people catch it, I was going against the grain. I was getting called like names. I was getting bullied. And I mean, I've never followed the crowd. I've always been different. So for me to be talking about this stuff and people be like, oh my God, like, aren't you worried now that like you're not gonna have credibility because of corporations? No, because I started calling out corporations by name before anybody was doing it on TikTok. Everybody was scared to call out corporations by name because they thought they would get sued. And honestly, I feel like I started that type of trend and revolution because nobody was going after them the way I was going after. I had an entire series on Chili's and DoorDash and I was getting banned constantly because of it. So because of that, that gave me the courage to start talking about this stuff. Whether it's true or not, whether people believe it or not, I really don't give a shit because nobody believes me anyway, ever. So like, this is nothing new to me. Also, I got my Akashic record reading and this is what my guides had to say. They said that part of the job that I had previously was about finding my voice and speaking out and having no fear about speaking the truth. That what I did was very brave in exposing my previous employer. That gave me much courage and bravery that is needed for me to continue on my path. And then they went on to say, yes, we want to reiterate that she is fulfilling her purpose and she is stepping more and more each day to fulfill her purpose and helping others through giving them the knowledge, uplifting them and sparking joy within them and sparking excitement within them. People need that. So I know there's some people who are going to doubt me and question me. I don't give a shit. I have been through so much in my life. These internet trolls do not matter to me. And in the end, I ended up being right about the corporations.